In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done.
Hey, look at it worked.
Yeah, who's smarter?
Don't breathe. Do you see it? Do you see it?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet, not yet, not yet.
Take it off. Take it off. I'm not ready.
You need to scoot over more. We're too far away.
I'm not ready.
Too far away.
I'm not ready. Are you feeling lucky, punk?
I can't even get my face to that. One more time.
Are you feeling lucky, punk? Do ya?
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mondays with Ben. I'm Michelle.
I am Ben.
I'm the mom. Who are you?
I'm Ben.
And Ben is the neighbor boy?
No, the one who sits right here every Monday.
Maybe my son?
Oh yeah, I am your son too.
Yeah, maybe. We skipped a week, obviously. This is episode 3.
Watch row.
But we skipped a week and we're started our every other week. We've had a lot going on. We have a knitting retreat to talk about. We've got a new craft that we started doing to talk about. Somebody's been on spring break and went on a little mini vacay. So we've got lots to discuss. What should we start with?
Oh no, my lips are so dry.
Ben's got dry lips. We're going to start with that, I guess. So, Betty just got home from his little... Now the dogs are going to play. Excuse the noises in the back. The Labradoodle and the French Bulldog are going nuts. So, how was your weekend? What all did you do? Where'd you go?
I didn't do tubing because they closed it down.
Tubing where? Where'd you go?
Wisconsin Dells.
You went to the Wisconsin Dells.
I did knuckleheads.
What's knuckleheads?
It's like there's two parts. There's a trampoline, whereas one side is trampoline bowling and the bar, and the other side is go-karts, rope course, and arcade. And I did the arcade and go-karts this time. I did trampolines and bowling last time.
Was that the place that had the simulators?
Simulators?
Like you could shoot a hockey puck and you could do basketball and all that?
No, that's the next thing I did.
Oh, sorry. My bad. So who'd you go to Wisconsin Dells with?
My cousin and my cousins, my aunt, my dad and his girlfriend. And then,
You kind of turned it into a yearly trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we went to Calamari, that's a place. We went to Tomfooleries, that's the amusement park there. Shh, dogs. I don't know, where am I already?
What? And we're back. We had to take a time out so we could put the dogs away because they decided it was All-Star Wrestling time.
I had to.
Okay, you had to put the dogs away because they were growling and wrestling and interrupting our videotaping. Alright, so you were saying, what else did you do on your spring break?
I went to the Calamari, and...
What is the Calamari?
Well, I went to Tomfooleries. That's an amusement park at the Calamari.
Which, is it indoors?
Yeah.
Really? A whole amusement park indoors?
Yeah.
Like roller coasters and all?
There's a Ferris wheel. There's, like, not a small Ferris wheel, a pretty big one. There's a ride that goes, you go up and then drop and then go back up, drop. There's go up, drop, up, drop.
Huh. So did you ride everything?
Not I did the rope. There's a rope course, and made it like across the first level, and look, and got up to the second level and looked down and like, yeah, I'll just go back down because it's really high up. I did mini golf. I did arcade.
Yeah.
Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
Back to it. I went go-kart racing at both places, Knuckleheads and Tomfooleries. And I will say the faster ones were at Tomfooleries because they're like F1 racers.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Is that where you did? Wasn't there like bumper cars or something too?
That was at Knuckleheads.
Oh.
And while waiting in the line, there's people in front of me that were like 20, 21-year-olds, or maybe a little bit older, had a little too much to drink.
Entertaining, were they?
Oh, one guy was the designated driver. He was hilarious. I kind of talked to him. And then the other one, he was hammered.
Nice. True family fun.
Yeah.
Huh.
Knitting retreat. What about you?
Well, that was last weekend. But this weekend, while you were gone, Friday night, we decided we were going to do an impromptu trip down to Waterloo. About an hour and 45 minutes away. And on a Friday night, we went to Michael's craft store. So I could get a bunch of new stuff for our new craft we're doing, which I'll tell you about later. Don't show them.
Right down here.
Okay, so yeah, we did.
Wait. Here's the sneak peek. You ready?
Nice. And then had a little dinner and date night afterwards, and then came home. But last weekend was our knitting retreat, which I will insert some pictures and some video. Probably, I don't know if I'll do it at the end of the video or right about now.
Well, look how that one is, though.
We did so much at retreat. It was crazy. What are you doing? We dyed yarn. We did a little knitting. Like everybody else did a lot of knitting. I did a little knitting.
And the other craft.
And I discovered how much I love polymer clay. So last time we filmed, I had showed you a piece of cheesecake progress marker or progress keeper that I had ordered on Etsy from Suker Miniatures, and I don't have it in there.
Oh, you should have it.
And they saw it last time.
Oh yeah.
And so Ben had looked at it and he goes, "Mom, we could do that," which it's not as easy as it looks. Let me tell you.
Well, when you start to do it,
yeah, you get used. It gets a little easier. You get a little more skill, but I'm nowhere near the skill of some of the pros on there. But it's addicting, like so addicting. I spent all of retreat Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, and came home Sunday. But Friday and Saturday night, I was up till 3 a.m, just all day long, just claying away. And then each of my friends decided they wanted to take a time. No, I'm gonna show that later.
Oh, I wanted to show it.
No, you're not showing any of those.
Yeah, let me show.
No, you're not showing any of mine. These are yours. These are mine. No touchies.
I want to show one that's my favorite.
No, sir. No. You can pick a favorite when I'm done showing them all. But no. No.
I can hold it up and say it's my favorite, and you describe it.
Nope.
Yeah.
You have yours. I have mine.
Yeah.
Neither the two shall mix. Screenshot, or what do you call it? Thumbnail. Okay, anyway. So needless to say, I have decided I like to make little pieces of food. Which I know something about, I guess. Because when I tried to do other stuff other than food, it doesn't turn out so good for me. But I'm still learning. We're getting there. So my first thing I did last weekend was
Some type of piece of toast.
toast. Actually, I think this was my very first one I did.
Toast and butter.
Well, it's cinnamon sugar toast with a pat of butter on it. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it.
Because you
Which then led,
because you had this
which then led to
blueberry toast.
blueberry jelly toast and strawberry jelly toast, and that led to, for the hipsters out there, avocado toast with a fried egg on top, which is delicious. And this was like cherry / raspberry toast, kind of. It looks more cherry, but yeah.
This is my favorite toast.
This would be my least favorite, but this is eggs and bacon on toast. But
Actually, this is my favorite, the blueberry.
okay, but we all decided that the bacon needs some work. It looks a little bit like turd on toast.
Yeah, it's too dark.
Yeah, I need to work on that a little bit.
It was
So
your first time.
yeah, needless to say, I was quickly hooked. Like, polymer clay is awesome.
Okay, this one that she's about to show isn't the best.
It's not the best. I tried to do a cupcake freehand. Not spectacular.
But I will say the best one was probably...
That's not even mine.
I don't even care. That one's the best one.
Okay, so he votes this is the best one. My friend Jen. Shout out to Jen. My friend Jen. This was what she decided to make when it was her turn to roll around. And see, when we made them all, we did it so that we did like 8. Because there was that many people at retreat. So then you got one for yourself or multiples for yourself if you made more than that. You got one for yourself and then everyone got one. So I put hardware on all of them. Actually, I should say my friend Kelly put a lot of the hardware on because that's my least favorite part. But we put the hardware on them, and so that everybody ended up with tons of stitch markers and tons of progress keepers. But here is Jen's little bitty dinosaur,
It's my favorite.
which she has a little daughter and one on the way, so this seemed appropriate. She made her daughter a little purple one, I think it was. It was really cute, too. If I have pictures of that, I'll insert that, too. Kelly, my friend Kelly and I decided we were going to do layer cake.
Rainbow layer.
Right. Well, Kelly's favorite color is purple, so we had to get some purple in there. With sprinkles on top and some fancy icing. And I haven't turned that into anything yet. It's probably going to be Progress Keeper.
This is my favorite out of hers that she's made.
This is your favorite that I did. So I decided I was going to do a set of s'mores complete with toasted marshmallows. And aren't they just adorable? So I turned into a Progress Keeper.
If you hear anything, that's the dog.
And then of course that was a Progress Keeper. So then for my stitch markers for that set, I did a little piece of chocolate and a toasted marshmallow and an individual.
This is my graham cracker I made.
Ben decided he wanted to try to make a graham cracker.
It turned out pretty crappy.
And there's my graham cracker.
Hers is better.
So yeah. My friend Jill, I tried to do these two. Not as easy as it looked. I look like I have
That's hers.
the goofy looking cousin, and here's Jill's that turned out really, really, really good. Mine looks like I said, the goofy looking cousin.
A goofy 3D version.
Yeah. Monkeys are not as easy as they look, let me tell you.
Well, the one that she made.
So then I went back to things I know. Sprinkled donuts.
I'll do one of mine. That's pretty good.
So, with sprinkles and icing and everything on them. Those are just fun. I think that's all. I decided I wanted to do late night. I decided I want to do little macaroons. So I made macaroons and and I did a whole set of sheep, all in different colors. Because you gotta have sheep when you're knitting, right? And my friend Jill, they had a fire the week before retreat and lost their chicken coop.
And chickens.
And part of their shed. Well, only one of their chickens died, but the rest of them survived. Yay. But since she lost one of her chickens, I had to do little chickens. I gave one to her and kept one for myself.
Which was the chicken that she lost?
I think its name is Opal.
Oh, sweet. It's not the one I like.
Which one do you like?
Matilda. It's the black one.
Oh, I liked Maid Marian. She names all her chickens cute names. So, but they're at her son's house now on the acreage, living it up on the farm. So, I made that for her. And then my friend Trista, which I have to apologize because before I even left to retreat and I was packing up, I broke the tip off of this hat. But she made these adorable little gnomes. Isn't he cute? But I broke his tip of his hat off. Yeah, she made those, and to go with them for the stitch markers, she made these cute little mushrooms, which I thought were so cute. And our friend Kelly helped make those too. Oh, and then one of my other favorites I made is like the little Hershey Kiss cookie, like you get at Christmas time. That's the only time we make them.
Oh.
And they're actually look like they're covered in sugar. So yeah, I was pretty excited about those.
Wait.
So when I got home, that's just I tried to do a chocolate chip cookie. Ben was looking. Well, right now on my project I have that I'm working on, I have
donuts.
Nope, they are sugar cookies and they're Easter themed. Just out of some scrap dough, I made those. So I had one with a little
not real dough
with an Easter peep on them, and one with a little duck on it, little sugar cookies.
Bleh.
So, yeah. What did you make this week? Because when I got home, I was like all about it. And I said, Ben, oh my God, you gotta try this. So sorry, I got my arm back. He finally got a chance to play a little bit.
What was the first thing I made? Oh, it's that. No, it's right here. No.
Go through them kind of quick.
Okay, so the first one I made is at Dad's because I forgot at Dad's.
What'd you take to your dad's?
The sick emoji.
Oh, yeah, he was doing emojis.
Then the second one I made was this little dinosaur.
Little dinosaur head.
I made it two-sided. Then a good one was my... Oops.
What is that?
It is a little coffee mug with black coffee in it. And it says number 1 on the front, but you can't see it because it's small engraved. Then one of my favorite ones is my little sushi.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm just going to say this because they can comment down below.
Just show it.
If you can guess this in the bottom, you're pretty good because she couldn't even get it.
Mm-mm.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Then I started making like little tacos. That's one.
Here, let me put that a little closer.
Here, let me do this.
It's a cute little taco.
And here's
I want those for stitch markers.
another taco.
Okay, you don't have to show every taco.
And then I have 2 little hot dogs. One with just pickle relish on it. And then one with relish and mustard.
Oh, that was good.
And 2 of my best ones I've ever had were peanut butter cookie.
Hold on, a little longer.
Peanut butter cookie. Then I made a little shark tooth.
Shark tooth. Hoo ha ha. Or is that shark bait?
Shark bait.
Shark bait. Hoo ha ha. Hoo ha ha.
Hoo hey hey. Then we had like little necklaces, so I made one of these into a necklace.
So you can propose to your girlfriend?
No.
No.
It's a little ring on the necklace chain.
Diamond ring for your girlfriend.
Her finger's probably way too big for it.
Oh, so there is a girlfriend.
No.
Is there a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
I'm too single.
You're single.
Then one of my favorite ones is a rainbow poop.
Rainbow poop.
I made that one. This one sucked.
Table.
This one also sucked.
Table.
And then for fun, I made this little paintbrush. But to go with it, to actually be something, like as a progress creeper.
Painter's easel. Or is that what it's called? What's it?
No, an easel is what you paint on. Well, that has the canvas.
Uh-huh.
And then I just made these ones because they have little it's like a little circle with rainbow crap in it. Ooh, I didn't even see that one. This is by Hockey Puck.
Hockey Puck. I
Mm,
think that's about it.
no, there's something else that I missed.
He wasn't here a majority of the week because he left to go to the Dells Tuesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday. So he wasn't here as
Thursday.
much. Wednesday.
No, I was Wednesday with Dad.
It was Wednesday.
Thursday we left.
Okay, but you weren't here. That's what I'm saying.
So
So you didn't have as much time to play with everything. So
we're gonna do that after this.
he's looking forward to playing with it. Stop it! You're shaking the table.
Ooh, sorry, I had chills.
You're such a goober. So there was some knitting done this week.
Not for me.
Not for Ben.
'Cause I didn't
Ben, have you
play.
knit a stitch at all since last time?
No,
No.
because I was doing progress crap like this.
You had testing the one week, you were tired, you were playing with clay. I have not knit a lot either, so don't get me wrong. I haven't knit a lot either. But my husband, gotta love him, God bless him, was bragging me up at work and talking about how last weekend I was gone at knitting retreat. And so his boss was like, so that's a thing? People actually just go sit around and knit? And my husband's like, yep, they do it all the time, all year long. And so he's like, yeah, she knits. She watches TV almost every night. Half time I look at her, she's not even looking at her hands. She's just watching TV and knitting away, which is pretty true depending on the pattern. And so he's like, well, his boss goes, well, my wife has been looking for basically the messy bun hats and wanted to know, does she know
where there's a hat? There's a hole
I have
right here.
one to show them. So she's like, he goes, do you think she'd be able to make her a messy bun hat? And Russ is like, sure, she can make anything. She's made hats and gloves and sweaters and, just bragging me up, which I gotta say made my heart warm that he actually notices and appreciates everything that I do. I have to say that much. Was I in the mood to knit extra this week? No. I'm a selfish knitter. I like to knit for me, or if I want to knit for somebody, I'll knit for them, but I don't tend to want to knit and sell stuff a lot. So, Russ texts me and he's like, do you know how to knit those messy bun or ponytail hats? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh, okay, my boss wants 3. And I'm like,
He's shaking the table.
but you didn't ask if I wanted to knit any of them. I know how to knit them, but do I want to knit them? Not so much. But I said, why don't I knit one? You can take it, see if it's what he wants. Because the next thing I know, he's like, I'll take a black one, a gray one, and a pink one. And I'm like, okay, because I don't have anything going on this week. So I think last Thursday he told me he wanted it. Went to my stash, grabbed some gray yarn, whipped it up, had it done. I could have had it done that night, but I was tired. So, excuse me. With about 3 rows left, I went to bed, finished it in the morning. So Friday night, while we were out and about for date night, I picked up some pink because I, for some reason, did not have any pink yarn in my stash. I must not be a pink girl. I had some fingering, but Lord knows I wasn't going to do a fingering the way it had. So this was whipped up yesterday while we were sitting around watching TV. Hubby and I started a new show called The Blacklist. I'm in love with it, by the way. I'm like 7 years behind, but hey. So this was the pink one. I love it because it's the same. I did the same hat last weekend in the red for me, or a couple weekends ago. I did the red one and showed you guys. For me, it's the Copycat CC beanie, but it's just done with, instead of running your end yarn through all of it and pulling it shut, you run a cut rubber band through and then tie a knot. And I actually whip stitched some extra yarn around to cover up the rubber band because I thought it looked better. That's just me. So this is hat 2 out of 3. And I cast it on this morning, the 3rd one, because I want to just get them done since he's already paid for them. and is waiting on them. But I told my husband, I'm like, let him know. They don't just like whip up like that. Like, don't expect them in a day like the first one was. But you have to cast on with a provisional cast on, so you have waste yarn. That's why the pink's on here. And like I said, then you turn it under and grab it. So it has a nice, really nice finished edge. I love it. Are you gonna try it on? Pink your color, is it?
Oh my god.
Whoa. You don't pull it down to your nose. It's a slouch. Alright. You look good in pink.
It's very
Okay,
pink.
don't stretch it. Dude. No. Is it comfy though? It's nice. It's not too tight.
It just kind of feels weird having an airy top right here.
Okay.
Wait. Check this one.
Well, she doesn't want a bunch of Ben cooties on it.
The rubber band's weird.
I will insert some pictures too of the first one I did because I had one of my little daycare kiddos model it for me so I could. What are we doing with our hair? So I could show it to the people and see if it was exactly what they wanted. So needless to say, I did use 2.5 or 2+ hats two plus hats this week. So that was my little knitting. But most of my week has been spent doing polymer clay. More and more polymer clay. And I will insert some video of that as well. Because now I found myself going to buy a toaster oven and a clay press, or a pasta clay press. I don't know what they're called. Pasta press. And
The Pepe.
8 million colors of clay and big bricks of it because you gotta have it. And so
Tools.
Tools. My knitting gals told me, because I was pretty much started making it just for myself. Like, I just wanted to have them. I pretty much got started because I just wanted to add to my Progress Keeper and stitch marking collection.
We're getting addicted.
And then I got addicted. And so my knitting gals at retreat are like, if you're making them, make a couple extra. I already have an Etsy shop because I sewed project bags for quite a while. So I already
now
have
we're selling them.
an Etsy shop. So they're like, if you're going to make them, make a couple extra, stick them in your Etsy shop. Somebody else out there has got to like them too. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I am not launching it yet. I'm not putting them in there yet. I'm hoping by the next time we film.
I'm selling some too.
Are you?
Gonna sell some of mine.
Okay, I like your tacos.
I'm selling my tacos.
I would buy your tacos.
Well, you are here. You'd have to give me real cash.
Oh, you won't just give them to me? We couldn't trade?
Family discount. You get $1 for one.
Oh, family discount. How about we trade? Like, I make stuff, give you one.
Okay, we can do that.
That would be better, since you're using all my materials. So by next time, I hope that, which will be in 2 weeks, I hope that I have some to put in the shop. I will have some, because I've been making them up the storm. I made cheesecake pieces this week. I made lemon squares this week. I made full s'mores sets this week.
You want me to run down one of your cheesecakes?
Nope, we'll show them next time. That'll keep them coming back for more. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know how much more knitting I'll do this week. Besides this hat I need to finish. And I need to work on tax prep, which I procrastinate and put off every year. Benjamin heads back to school tomorrow. Yeah, he's super excited about that. And
I'm fixing something.
okay. All our starting spots are you going. So, what are your plans for the next couple weeks until we film again?
Make more of these.
Play with clay. I'm gonna play with some clay. I still have knitting to do though, because you gotta have something to put the clay on. Otherwise, why are we making them?
To sell them.
Yeah, but I like to knit. Gotta knit. Gotta get me some knitting. Knitting.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Hi.
So I think we're gonna be done for the day. I think this is gonna be a short one. Seriously.
Oh my god.
Anything to say? So I think we're done for the day.
I'm trying to think what I want to say. Oh yeah.
I think we're done for the day.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and if you subscribe, look over to your right, and there should be a bell. Click that so you get notifications every time we upload.
That was a lot of talking. Okay.
Again,
so,
this has been a Monday with Ben.
Again, this has been. You sound like an old-time newscaster. Thank you for coming. This has been. Oh, I'm sorry. My eyebrows are like doing something wacky-do. Wackadoo.
This has been Ben.
I will insert all the pictures.
Channel 7 News.
I'll put stuff in the show notes.
Description.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2.